My fiancée called her best friend and whispered, "If he asks, say I'm at your place studying." I was sitting right beside her friend. I took the phone calmly. He doesn't need to ask. I made one quiet move she never noticed. When her phone started lighting up later, the room went completely silent. I'm 33, been engaged for 7 months, and I just learned that some people will recruit their friends to help them lie to you. We'd been together for 3 years, met through mutual connections at a work event. She was charming, social, always surrounded by people. I liked that about her initially. Thought it meant she was well-loved, popular, the kind of person everyone wanted to be around. Her best friend was part of the package from day one. They'd known each other since college, did everything together, girls' nights, shopping trips, weekend brunches. I didn't mind. Thought it was healthy for her to have close friendships outside our relationship. The problem started around 2 months ago. My fiancé became distant, started going out more, said she was studying for a certification exam for work, needed quiet time at her friend's place because our apartment was too distracting. I believed her. Had no reason not to. Then last Thursday happened. I'd taken the day off work, had some errands to run. Decided to stop by her friend's apartment around 2 p.m. They lived in the same complex, different building. I'd been there plenty of times for gatherings, knocked on the door. Her friend answered, looked surprised to see me. "Oh, hi, what are you doing here?" "Just in the neighborhood. Thought I'd say hi. Is she here? Her car's in the lot." "Who?" "My fiancée. She said she'd be studying here today." The friend's face went pale. "She's not here. Her car's outside. She must have gotten a ride somewhere. I haven't seen her." I knew she was lying. Could see it in her face. The way she wouldn't make eye contact. The way her hand gripped the doorframe. "Can I come in? Just for a minute? I want to leave her a note." "Actually, this isn't a good time. I'm really busy." "It'll take 2 seconds." She hesitated, then stepped aside. "Fine. Quickly, though." I walked in, looked around. Her apartment was small, studio layout. Could see everything from the doorway. No one else there. No signs anyone had been studying. No books, no laptop, nothing. "Where is she, really?" "I don't know. I told you. She's not here." My phone was in my pocket. On silent. I'd silenced it that morning because I was tired of work notifications. Pulled it out. 3 missed calls from my fiancé. 2 texts. "Where are you? Why aren't you answering?" I showed the friend. "She's looking for me. Probably wants to coordinate her story." The friend didn't respond. Just looked at her own phone. Then back at me. That's when her phone rang. My fiancé calling. The friend looked at me. At her phone. At me again. "You should answer it," I said. "I want to hear what she says." "I don't think—" "Answer it." She answered. Put it on speaker without thinking. Habit maybe. Or panic. My fiancé's voice came through. Whispered. Urgent. "If he asks, say I'm at your place studying." I was standing 2 feet away. Her friend's eyes went wide. She froze. I took the phone calmly, spoke into it. "He doesn't need to ask." Silence on the other end. Complete silence. Then, "Why are you there?" "Because you're supposedly here, studying, remember?" "I can explain." "I'm sure you can. Come home. We'll talk then." I hung up, handed the phone back to her friend. "Thanks for the honesty. Really appreciate the loyalty." "I'm sorry. She asked me to cover for her. I didn't want to lie, but she's my best friend. And I'm her fiancé. Guess we know where priorities are." I left. Drove home. Got there before she did. Sat on the couch. Waited. Mind racing. Where had she been? Who was she with? How long had this been going on? She got home 30 minutes later. Walked in, looking guilty, defensive, ready to fight. "Why did you go to her apartment? Why did you lie about being there?" I wasn't lying, I was going to be there, I just stopped somewhere first. Where? That's not important. It's very important. You lied. Had your friend ready to lie for you? Where were you? I was just running errands. What errands? Personal stuff. I don't need to explain every minute of my day to you. You do when you're lying about it, when you're recruiting people to cover for you. She sat down, crossed her arms. I knew you'd be like this. This is why I didn't tell you. Tell me what? That I needed space. That I needed time alone. You're always hovering, always checking on me. I'm not hovering. I stopped by because I was in the neighborhood. And good thing I did, because apparently you're lying about where you are. I'm not lying. I just didn't want to deal with questions. Then maybe don't say you're somewhere you're not. Pretty simple. We argued for another hour, got nowhere. She insisted she wasn't doing anything wrong, just needed privacy, space, time to herself. I said privacy doesn't require lies, doesn't require recruiting friends to cover. We went to bed angry, didn't speak the next morning. She left for work early. I went in late, couldn't focus, kept thinking about the phone call, the whisper, the panic in her friend's voice. That evening, I made a decision, called my fiancé's friend, the one who'd lied for her. We need to talk. I don't think that's a good idea. Please, just tell me the truth. Where is she actually going when she says she's at your place? Silence. Then, I can't tell you that. You owe me that much. You lied to my face. I know, I'm sorry, but she's my friend. I can't betray her. You already betrayed me. Just tell me if she's cheating. More silence. Longer this time. Then, I don't know for sure, but she's been seeing someone, meeting someone. I don't know who. How long? Maybe 2 months? I'm not sure. She doesn't tell me everything. But she tells you enough to lie for her. I didn't want to. She begged me. Said you wouldn't understand. Understand what? That she's cheating? I don't know if it's cheating. Maybe it's just a friend. Maybe it's innocent. If it's innocent, why lie? She didn't have an answer. I thanked her and hung up. Update 1. That night, I did something I'm not proud of. I checked my fiancé's phone while she was in the shower. Knew her passcode. She'd never changed it. Never had reason to hide it from me before. Went through her messages. Found a thread with a number not saved in her contacts. Recent messages. Dozens of them. Going back weeks. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. That was amazing. I'm still thinking about it. When can we do that again? My stomach dropped. I took screenshots, sent them to myself, deleted the evidence I'd sent them, put her phone back exactly where it was. She came out of the bathroom. I was sitting on the bed, trying to look normal, trying not to show that my world had just imploded. You okay? She asked. Yeah, just tired. Me too. Long day. She got into bed, turned away from me, fell asleep quickly. I lay there for hours, staring at the ceiling, thinking about what I'd found, what it meant, what I should do. Morning came. She left for work. I called in sick. Couldn't face going in. Couldn't pretend everything was normal. I called the number, the one from her messages. It rang twice. A man answered. Hello? Who is this? Who's calling? I'm calling my fiancé's phone. She must have left it. Who am I speaking to? Pause. Then, this isn't her phone. I know, she's been texting you a lot. I'm her fiancé. Who are you? He hung up. I called back, went straight to voicemail. Called again. Same thing. He'd blocked the number. I texted from my phone. We need to talk about her. Call me back. No response. Nothing. Update 2, I decided to follow her. I know, toxic, controlling, all the things, but I needed to know, needed proof, needed to see with my own eyes what she was doing. Tuesday afternoon, she said she was going to study at her friend's place. Left around 1 p.m. I waited 10 minutes, then followed. She didn't go to her friend's apartment. Drove across town, to a coffee shop I'd never heard of. Parked. Went inside. I parked across the street. Waited. 20 minutes later, she came out. With a man. They walked to his car, Got in, drove off together. I followed, kept my distance, heart pounding, hands shaking on the wheel. They went to a park, got out, walked together. Not touching, but close, comfortable. Like they'd done this before, like it was routine. I parked, watched from a distance. They sat on a bench, talked, laughed. She leaned into him. He put his arm around her. She didn't pull away. I took photos, not for revenge, for proof, for evidence, for myself, so I'd know I wasn't crazy, that I hadn't imagined this. They sat there for an hour, then walked back to his car. He drove her back to the coffee shop, to her car. They sat in his car for another 20 minutes. I couldn't see what they were doing. Windows were tinted, but I knew. She finally got out, drove home. I waited 15 minutes, then drove home too. Got there after her. Walked in like I'd been at work all day. "How was your day?" she asked. "Fine. Yours?" "Good. Productive. Got a lot of studying done." I looked at her, at the ease with which she lied, at the complete lack of guilt on her face. "That's great. I'm glad it's going well." She smiled, kissed my cheek. "Thanks for being so understanding. I know I've been busy lately." "No problem. Whatever you need." That night, I made the quiet move, the one she never noticed. I logged into our shared phone plan account, added a line tracker, didn't tell her, just activated it. Could see where her phone was at any time, real-time location. Update 3. For the next week, I tracked her. Every day, every movement. She went to see him 4 more times, always said she was studying, always came home lying about where she'd been. I documented everything, took screenshots of the locations, matched them to her lies, built a timeline, evidence, proof. Thursday night, I confronted her, put my phone on the table, showed her the timeline, the locations, the lies. "What is this?" "You tell me." She looked at the screen. Face went white. "How did you get this?" "Our phone plan. I can see where you are, where you've been. You're tracking me? You're lying to me every day. I needed to know the truth." "This is insane. You're spying on me? You're cheating on me, and you're mad about tracking?" "I'm not cheating." "Then who is he? The man you've been meeting? The man you're texting? The man you were with at the park last Tuesday?" She stood up, started crying. "You followed me? I needed proof, and I got it. We're just friends. He's just a friend. Friends don't require lies. Friends don't require your best friend covering for you. Friends don't require secret meetings." "You don't understand." "Then explain it to me." She sat back down, wiped her eyes. "I met him at work. We connected, started talking. It's innocent. We just talk." "About what?" "Everything. Things I can't talk to you about." "Like what?" "Like how I'm feeling, about us, about the engagement, about whether I'm making the right choice. You're having doubts about marrying me, and you're discussing it with some other man instead of your fiancé? Because I knew you'd react like this. I knew you wouldn't understand." "Understand what? That you're emotionally cheating? That you're building a relationship with someone else while planning to marry me? It's not like that. It's exactly like that. We fought until 2 a.m. She insisted it was innocent, just a friendship, just someone to talk to. I said, friends don't require lies, don't require tracking, don't require secret meetings. She went to sleep in the guest room. I stayed up, looking at the photos, the messages, the timeline, knowing our relationship was over, but not ready to admit it yet. Update 4. Friday morning, she came into the bedroom, dressed for work, looked tired, eyes red. "We need to talk about this properly. Tonight, after work. No yelling, just talking." "Fine, I'll be here." She left. I got ready for work, couldn't focus on anything, just kept thinking about tonight, about what would happen, about whether she'd tell the truth, about whether it even mattered anymore. Around noon, my phone rang, her friend, the one who'd lied for her. I need to tell you something. What? She's planning to leave you. She told me this morning. She's going to move out this weekend. What? She didn't say anything about that? Because she wanted to do it without a confrontation. Just pack her stuff while you're out and go. Where would she go? Silence. Then, to him. She's moving in with him. My blood went cold. She barely knows him. She's been seeing him for 3 months, not 2. I lied about that too. I'm sorry, I thought you should know before you come home to an empty apartment. 3 months? Yeah. Since before you got engaged, I think. Maybe that's why she said yes, keeping you as backup while she figured out if it would work with him. I hung up, sat at my desk, staring at my computer screen, seeing nothing, feeling nothing, just numb. I left work early, got home by 3. Her car wasn't there. Good. I packed her stuff, everything, clothes, toiletries, personal items, put it all in boxes, stacked them by the door, changed the locks, called a locksmith, paid extra for same-day service, had new keys by 5 p.m. Then I made one more move, the one that made her phone light up later. I sent a group text. To her, to her friend, to the man she'd been seeing. Got his number from her phone records. Just wanted everyone to be on the same page. She's been seeing him for 3 months, lying to me about it. Her friend's been covering for her, wedding's off. Her stuff's packed. She's got until tomorrow to pick it up. After that, it's donated. Attached all the evidence. Screenshots, photos, timeline, everything. Sent it. Put my phone down. Waited. 5 minutes later, her phone started lighting up. I wasn't there to see it, but her friend told me later. She was at dinner with him. Her phone started buzzing non-stop. She checked it. Saw the group text. Saw all the evidence. The room went completely silent. She called me 17 times. I didn't answer. He called me. I didn't answer. Her friend called me. I answered that one. What did you do? I told the truth, something no one else seems capable of doing. She's freaking out. He's furious. Everyone's fighting. Good. They should know what they've been part of. This is cruel. Cruel is lying to your fiancé for 3 months. Cruel is planning to abandon him without a conversation. I'm just being honest. She hung up. My fiancé showed up at the apartment an hour later. Couldn't get in. New locks. Started banging on the door. Let me in! We need to talk! I opened the door. Stood in the doorway. Didn't let her in. Your stuff's right here. Take it and go. You can't just kick me out. I live here. Your name's not on the lease. You're a guest, and you're no longer welcome. This is insane. Over a misunderstanding? It's not a misunderstanding. You've been cheating on me for 3 months. You were planning to leave without telling me, to just disappear while I was at work. That's not a misunderstanding. That's calculated betrayal. Let me explain. You had 3 months to explain. You chose to lie instead. We're done. I closed the door. She banged on it for another 10 minutes. Then I heard her taking the boxes, loading them into her car, making multiple trips. Then silence. Final update. It's been 3 months since that night. The wedding's been officially canceled. Lost some deposits. Don't care. Worth it. My ex moved in with him. The guy she'd been seeing. Heard through mutual friends it's not going well. Turns out relationships built on lies don't have stable foundations. Who knew? Her best friend apologized eventually. Said she'd been pressured. That she felt terrible about lying. I told her I appreciated the honesty but couldn't maintain the friendship. She understood. My ex texted me a few weeks after everything happened. Long message. Full of apologies. Said she'd made a mistake, that she'd panicked, that she wanted to get married but got scared, that meeting him was just cold feet, that she wanted to fix things. I didn't respond. Just blocked her number. Blocked her on everything. Removed every connection. Moved on completely. Found out recently she and that guy broke up. Apparently he wasn't happy about being exposed in the group text. Felt manipulated. Felt like he'd been used. They fought constantly. Ended after 2 months of living together. She reached out to mutual friends asking about me, if I was seeing anyone, if I'd be willing to talk. I told them no, not interested. That chapter is closed. I'm doing better now, moved to a different apartment, couldn't stay in the old one, too many memories, fresh start somewhere new, not dating yet, not ready, still processing everything, still working through the trust issues, but I'm getting there, slowly. The group text was probably overkill, probably cruel, but I don't regret it. Everyone involved needed to know the truth, needed to see exactly what they'd been participating in. Her friend needed to face that she'd been helping someone cheat. He needed to know she was engaged the whole time they were together. She needed to face consequences for her choices. When her phone started lighting up that night, when the room went silent, that was the moment everyone's lies caught up to them. The moment the careful web of deception fell apart. The moment I stopped being the fool who believed the lies and became the person who exposed them. I'm 33, single, learning to trust again, learning that some people will lie right to your face while recruiting others to help them do it. Learning that tracking your partner's phone shouldn't be necessary in a healthy relationship. Learning that when someone shows you who they really are, believe them the first time. She whispered, "If he asks, say I'm at your place studying," and thought I'd never find out. Thought her friend would cover forever. Thought she could keep both of us on the line until she decided which one she wanted. But I was sitting right there, heard everything, and I made one quiet move that exposed everything she'd been hiding. And when those phones started lighting up later, when everyone's lies became public, the silence said everything that needed to be said.